The next line goes on to give some examples of what Jesus asked the disciples to do to make God credible. Verse 8 says, "Heal the sick, raise the dead, cleanse those with skin diseases, and throw out demons." This is work that they've seen Jesus doing. They've watched him, they've learned from him as he does it. And now he commissions them to make his mission their mission. They're to go out and to do likewise, to repeat what they've seen him do, because he gives them that authority and power. Some of these things might not necessarily resonate with us today, so I want to share what Debbie Thomas, the preacher I mentioned earlier, how she summarizes these calls. She says, go and heal, go and touch, go and make peace, go and render believable the compassion of God. Another way of putting that phrase about making God credible. She says that Jesus is essentially saying, go and render believable the compassion of God. It makes me think about people who have made God's compassion real and believable for me. I think of Laura Lee, my campus pastor in college, who listened to my kind of bizarre and existentially straining theological questions when I came to her as a 20-year-old, who invited me to be part of a community that didn't claim to have all the answers, but that valued asking the questions together. I think of my mom in lots of little moments, including one time when we were taking a bus into Philadelphia. There was a woman whose personal hygiene wasn't great, and I watched as many people got on the bus and avoided sitting next to her. And then my mom came on and sat right down there, right down next to her, didn't hesitate, said hi, treated her with respect. I never talked about it with her, never commented on it, but I haven't forgotten it. I think of Archbishop Elias Shakur, someone who's been nominated for 3 Nobel Peace Prizes, who describes himself trying to capture all of the things that are true about his identity. He describes himself as a Palestinian, Arab, Christian, Israeli, and who has dedicated his life to reconciliation efforts in his homeland. He urges people around the world not to side in a way that makes enemies, because both he and the people he calls his beloved Jewish brothers and sisters, they need a common friend, not one more enemy. Listening to him speak makes God's compassion believable. You probably have people who come to mind for you, people who render believable the compassion of God, people who have done that in your life.